Okay, so how do you create a page with a video or a audio file? Well, let's go ahead and open up Notepad++, and then we will be creating a new web page. So we have your basic tags here. We have your HTML head and body. Okay, and of course there's doc type and title, but I'm not doing the requirements right now. I only want to show you how to put video on a site. So let me go ahead and I'm going to copy this line. Well, actually, yeah, let me not copy. Because what I want to do is I want to show you the basics. So I'm going to go ahead and do video. Need the SRC because the SRC tells you what the video file is. So the question is, what do we put in this SRC? So I'm going to go ahead and open up a folder, and I have videos here. And know that the assignment actually has a video that you can download. So if you don't have a video that you want to use, you can just go to the Lab 7, scroll down, and download this video here. And I'm actually going to go ahead and do that just so I can show you. Okay, so here it is in my downloads folder. Okay, so it's in my downloads folder, and I'm going to go back to this page here. And the question is, well, what is the name of my video? It's just called screen.mp4. So I'm going to click in here, type in screen.mp4. And then I'm going to go ahead and, of course, when you create a web page, you have to do File, Save As, and then choose Hypertext Markup Language as a type. And then you type in whatever name you want and hit save. I already have one. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and replace it. And it's already open, so that's giving me drama. So let's see if I can, I'll just save it as a second file. So video 2. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and test it out. And let me just close a tab here. Okay, so let me test out the page I just created, and I put it in the downloads 1311. Here's video 2. I double click and there's nothing there. Why is there nothing there? So if I were to open this, all I have in my page is this video, right? So let me go ahead and just do test up on top, just to see that I am viewing the right page on the browser. And there it is, there's test, something is there. And also know that it's far down. That means if it's not on top here, there's something else here. And if I were to highlight what's going on, okay, I see nothing, but it is interesting that it's way down here. So there's something going on. Okay, well, why is screen.mp4 not there? Well, the video that I downloaded, if I go into downloads, the video that I downloaded is actually in the downloads folder. It's not in, or is it even the videos? I believe it is in the downloads folder. So let me go ahead and organize as date. And I don't see it anywhere. So, or maybe it isn't. No, it couldn't be in 1311. So let's go ahead and download the video again, and let's just make sure that we pay attention where it is. Okay, so I'm going to open up the folder, and it is in downloads. It was just hiding. So I'm going to go ahead and put this screen.mp4. I'm actually going to cut, and then I'm going to paste in this 1311 folder, and that is where I have video 2. You're going to paste it in there. So now they're in the same location. So now what happens when I save or refresh? And there it is. That is the video. But how can you tell it is a video? For one thing, it's huge. And then for another thing, it doesn't have a play. Well, I haven't told it to do many different things. I'm just saying to display it. So let's go ahead and fix that. So in here, well, the number one problem is that it's huge. So I'm going to do width equals, let me put 200, and then height equals 200. Now let's save and refresh and see what it looks like. Okay, so that's much better there. Now, another thing is you can't really tell it's a video. So let's actually make it look like a video. So I'm going to put controls, and I'm actually going to put autoplay as well. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Refresh. So now we have it looks more like a video because we know we can play. Now, notice that it's not auto playing, and that's because I'm using Chrome. So, and actually it didn't show me an error like I would have liked, because when you create this, it might not work because you're using Chrome and it's blocking the autoplay, which is really a good thing, to tell you the truth. But if you do run into that error, be sure to test it out with Internet Explorer or Edge. So anyway, if I were to hit play, well, then you can see that it's actually progressing. It's actually doing something with this video here. So now I have a web page with a video. So let me go ahead and make it look more like a web page and say video page. Save and refresh. Yay, so now it looks more like a video page. Okay, so what are the other options that we can do? Okay, so we have our source. We put it as our source is the screen MP4, which is what I downloaded. But again, you can use any of your videos if you like. I specified the height and the width because it was really huge. I put autoplay. So, and actually, let me go ahead and show you in Internet Explorer. So I'm actually going to right click on this video and do open with Internet Explorer, and you'll see that it will automatically play. Oh, it aborted. Okay, because on the bottom it says it actually wants you to allow blocked content. So now if I allow it, then you can see that it is actually playing because there's a pause button on. Okay. All right, so let's see what's next. So that was our source file. We have width, height, autoplay. Controls gives you the play, pause, and volume on the bottom. Preload, remember, that is whether or not your video is supposed to play automatically. It will load it so that it's ready and whenever you're ready to play it, which saves time, and for the user, it doesn't seem like they're waiting so long. Okay, and this last item here, oh, and also remember this, I scratched out this long blank because it's only supposed to be preload equals auto. And actually, let me add that. We won't see anything happen, but I just want you to see how it should look like. Preload equals auto, just like that. Okay, the next item is poster. And remember, poster gives you an image of what, an image of the video. So here it actually automatically has an image, and that's basically the first screen. But let's say you want the first screen not to actually look like this. You have a specific image you want showing when the video is not in play. So then you would use this option here, poster. And it's really just a matter of doing poster equals, and then your image name, and then that's it. So now the question is, well, what is the image that I want to use as the poster? So let me go ahead and go into my files. If I go into pictures, well, the only picture I have just happens to be this cat picture. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that, because remember, this image needs to be in the same place as your HTML file. So I'm going to put it with my HTML file, which is that video 2. So I'm going to go ahead and paste. And it looks like I already have it there. Yeah, I already have it. So I'll just replace it. Okay, and then I will copy the image name and then put it in the quotes that I have over here. Save time, less typing. So let's go ahead and save, and then we'll open the page and refresh. And now you see, here's my poster page. When somebody hits play, the video starts. Once the video ends, it'll go back to the poster. Or at least when you refresh. Okay, all right, so the next option is, so that's pretty much it for the video. The next option is to do audio. And audio, again, is the same format as video, you're just using audio instead. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just change the word from video to audio. I'm going to have to change the source because it's not a video anymore. You don't need width and height for audio. You do still want controls. You can still autoplay. We don't need, oh yeah, we do need preload, but we don't need it, but we can have it, but we don't need this poster here because it's just going to look like this. There's not going to be an image. Okay, so the question is, what is my audio file? Now let me go ahead and save and refresh just to show you what it's going to look like now. It just looks like an audio file, but notice I can't click anything because I haven't specified what the audio file is. So I'm going to go ahead and go in here and go into my music, and I just have this really short MP3 file that I'm going to go ahead and copy, and then I'll paste it again in the same place as your HTML file. And I already had it there. I'll just replace it. Here's the name, so I'm going to copy the name. You don't have to copy the name, you could just type it, but I like to copy and paste as much as possible. So there's the name of the audio file. I do save and then refresh, and let me go ahead and allow for sound from my computer. And now when I do the play, you'll hear the sound. Of course, if you had a longer music file, it would be longer, but I just didn't want to use anything bigger. Okay, and also remember too, if you want to find a video, you can download a video and search, on the web. Typically, there's the whole copyright issue that you shouldn't be downloading or using other people's videos, but when you're submitting stuff in class, it's okay. It's not like you're, profiting or that kind of thing. But just know that when you're doing a search, you really have to pay attention to, is the site going to be safe? And I've always had a problem with downloading things because you never know if you're downloading a video or an audio, does it, have a virus or a malware, hidden inside of it. And so when you're downloading it, you're going to get infected. So it's always a good idea to find files that you know and trust, or at least a location. Here's Microsoft, but it's just a how-to. It's not where you can download files. So you just have to be familiar with a safe place. So I would actually recommend to just use the video file that I provided for you, or if you have a video file that you have, on your phone and you want to use that, that is completely fine. I just want you to be safe, and I don't want your computer to be affected negatively in any way. And here's that video file that I showed you. Okay, and that is pretty much it. That's it. All you really needed to do was the audio and video from this chapter. Just know that for the assignment, there's some things that you have to go back to previous chapters to complete the assignment. So these are first part stuff we've already done before. Then we have your video, and then we have a few more things on the bottom that we don't always do, but it's a good refresher. Okay, so that is pretty much it.